Morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra, and today we are doing a makeup look using a palette I have not used in a long time. So to prep, I'm going really fast here today. So we've used the Caudalie Beauty Elixir to prep and the Innbeauty Project Extreme Cream. A liner, we use Rare Beauty True, the color True Black, and it's a pencil liner. The primer we used today was Caliray So Blown, and then we jump right into foundation. I'm using the Gellar Luminous Baked Powder in the shade Light, and I'm using a flat kabuki brush here to apply it, and I put it on quite vigorously because it feels like it doesn't really cover. If you're looking for any coverage, this is not the foundation for you. It's only meant to kind of even out your skin tone and give a very luminous shine, but I really had to work at it to get to what I wanted. So that's why it looks like I'm putting on so much product. As for contour, I'm back to my favorite, the Nars Laguna 3 Bronzing Cream. I'm using my sponge here, and it's weird because I usually never let this happen, but I dried it down so much today. So first you'll see that I apply it, and then I jump into other products and other things, and then I just leave it on my face forever. But it actually turned out quite nice. So next we're going to apply eye primer. This is the Sigma Eyeshadow Base Primer in the shade Ignite. I love this because it allows your eyes, like the eyeshadow, to pop on your eyelid after. Concealer is the Kosas Creamy Revealer Concealer, and I think I'm using the shade 05 here. It's a neutral shade, and I'm just applying it to the high points of my face, and I'm trying to cover up any of my pigmentation that I have. So now you can see me going in to blend everything out. So here I was like, okay, I am blending out my contour. I'm going to blend out my concealer, but I just blended out some parts of my concealer and the eye primer, and then I jumped into brows and I left the contour even longer. Also, once I start blending out the contour, you'll notice that my right cheek has a big concealer spot, but once we put on blush, it looks perfectly normal. So for brows, I'm using the Urban Decay Brow Blade in the shade Cool Cookie. I have been stuck on this product for probably the last 2 or 3 weeks. My favorite all time is Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, but I find that this is a little bit less waxy and goes on a tiny bit easier. So I've just been like wanting easy rather than like, more time consuming. And I've been using this brow pencil quite consistently. I just jumped right into blending out my contour here, and I actually don't think I applied brow gel today. So that's something new too. And I think the reason why is because I was in a rush, and I think that's why. So I'm finally blending out my contour because honestly, it was starting to bug me when I rewatched this and edited the video. I was like, oh no, what am I doing? Like, how am I doing my makeup today? I'm doing everything wrong. But it looked okay. Okay, and now we're going to go into lip liner. Oh, I had applied a little bit more contour here, just to deepen up the cheekbone contour. But next is lips. So I think I need to reinvest in some new Jeffree Star liquid lip color because mine is all gone. But I always start out with my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow, or my lip pencil in the shade Cool Brown. This is like a really neutral tone of brown, and it just provides the perfect contour for my lips, and I'm loving it right now. And the pencil lasts forever, you guys. So for the interior of the lips, I used the Jeffree Star I'm Nude Velour liquid lip color. It's a dry lipstick. Mine is running out, so it doesn't really have that much color payoff anymore. But you'll notice with the lip pencil, I did kind of overline, and I covered my Cupid's bow, which I never ever do, but it did actually create the look and appearance of fuller lips. My lip gloss I'm using is the Huda Beauty lip gloss, the Faux filter lip gloss, and the shade is She Flirty. And it's one of my current favorite lip glosses right now with this nude lip look. All right, so now we're finally going into blush after we've blended out the concealer a little bit more here. And here I thought, okay, I'm going to take care of that patch on my right cheek, but I didn't. I waited until blush. So I'm using two blushes today. The first one is the Gvxe Dewy Plump Collagen Cheek Tint in Bouquet, and this is by Gwen Stefani. I noticed that the color payoff just isn't there, so that's why I added a second one, and I used the Rare Beauty Cheek Tint in the shade Love, which is a terracotta shade, and together they were beautiful. So I blended them out, and then my skin finally came together, and everything looked amazing. So no worries. I was like, it's kind of like a painting or a picture when you're like first starting out and you're like, oh my gosh, what is this even going to be? And then at the end of it, you're like, oh, everything worked out and it's amazing. It's kind of how I felt about this makeup look. So for the shadow today, I'm using a palette that I haven't used in such a long time. And honestly, I like looked at it. I think it's like the Paradiso. I don't even remember, but it's by Nomad. And I couldn't read the writing on the front of the palette when I was editing the video, but it's the Paradise Palette by Nomad. This is the only Nomad cosmetic product I have, and I am not disappointed. It is a complete summer look, so I'm using kind of like some of the blue shades and some of the purple shades, and I just, normally this is something I'd wear in summer, but I was craving something sparkly and monochromatic, and it was beautiful. Technically, I guess it's not a monochrome look, but I mixed the two colors, so I guess it kind of is. But yeah, I absolutely love this color, and don't worry, I'm not wearing this green shirt with this makeup look tonight. But I've applied it all over the eyes, and you'll notice I sprayed my makeup brush, and then I find that if you spray your makeup brush with setting spray or water, it will give you a better color payoff. And that's why I did that, because I wanted as much sparkle and as much color on my lid and underneath my eye as I could get. And then I spray the eyes just to make sure the color stays. Next, we're going into highlight. So I'm using Mary Lou by The Balm. I got this off of Amazon, I believe. Sometimes they are sold out, but they eventually do come back. So I'm highlighting all the high points of my face, and I will go in with a smaller brush and highlight the inner corners, I believe. But yeah, probably my favorite all-time, hands down, color of highlighter. It's the most neutral, and it is a champagne color, so it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I think I end this really fast here. So eyeliner was the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and setting spray is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, I would love if you would click on that subscribe button, and also click on the bell button to receive notifications when I release new videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.